All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another day of Apex. I'm Sniffy.
I'm Bonked.
And welcome to this beautiful game of luck, I guess. So, last match. All right. How much did you watch? Did you watch much? Because I know
I
you
had
were here
tidbits.
also. You got tidbits? Because I know last match was pretty rough for us. I don't think we came any higher than 15th place out of 19. So that was not our best showing. But hopefully we can pick it up, do better. I know we've seen some changes to weapons. The Mozambique specifically have been nerfed. It's interesting to see if that's going to remove them from their throne. Because I know for a fact I was testing them earlier today. And it doesn't seem like they've changed that much. But the change from 10 to 12 rounds on Akimbo, or 12 to 10 rounds on Akimbo, plus a slight decrease in pellet size might do a big difference in this level of play here. But overall, from what little you've seen, since you're a fresh pair of eyes, how do you think this one's going to go?
I'm hoping to see better. Maybe we pay a little bit more passively. Maybe try and get on that third-party mindset.
Yeah, that's going to be... I know it's been a minute since you played. That might be a little rough just because getting upgrades on the Evo shields is such a huge advantage, especially now, because that's what's making Valk meta right now, actually, is because it basically gives her glorified wall hacks when you have her ult up. So if we can keep that moving, that'd be great. And...
probably go to roster.
We should probably go to roster.
Let's go to roster. I like that idea.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. In the meantime, starting us off for today, we got Nathan H2O, one of my personal favorites, just me. Seed Bebop and Storm. Seed Bob. All right, and with our subs, we also have Nuclear Courier and Noda Awesome, who I don't believe will be playing today. But oh wait, we do. Oh, Seed is out today. Okay, I'm a little blind, folks. Don't mind me. So we got Noda Awesome subbing in for him. Based indeed.
You know, I'm really looking forward to this match.
Yeah,
I think landing zones are going to be important here.
Yes.
I think getting a good start on the match is also a more important bit. If you can catch a smaller party out, you can get good Evo build.
Yes.
Especially getting on that Evo farm. Maybe it's worth it to send that one or two shots into that third party.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how the games end up coming out today. It does seem like we haven't changed our landing zones, but we do have different teams in play this time, so hopefully that'll make a difference in not only how we're landing, but also how well we're performing once we get into the late game. And with that, I think we are just waiting for teams to join into the lobby. So I think this would be a good time to go to break, and we will see you guys once the match starts up.
Made to be lonely, 'cause I'm standing here with open arms. Oh, I just want somebody to hold me when I'm falling apart. When I'm falling apart. When I'm falling apart. shadows that I hide, wish that I could show them. Could you bring a little light and see where I've been broken? Not looking for you to fix me, just want someone to do this with me. Tired of keeping it inside, all these words unspoken. But each night I'm on my own, I'm closer to a breakdown. Tell me, 'cause I don't know, and I'm tired of being let down. My heart is getting heavy from hoping, and it's got a lot of battle scars. I kinda wish somebody had told me that this was gonna be so hard. And maybe I was meant to be lonely, 'cause I'm standing here with open arms. Oh, I just want somebody to hold me when I'm falling apart. When I'm falling apart. When I'm falling apart. When I'm falling
All right, and we're landing.
Double shotgun here.
Oh, you kind of just got to take whatever weapons you can get off drop.
Absolutely. I just adore double shotgun.
Oh, no, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. I mean, with castle especially. Get that
yeah,
little bit of a
there's nothing that
movement.
can go wrong here.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, in the meantime, though, it's kind of just getting loadouts set up, trying to figure out what you can do with the teams nearby.
We did get to see some interesting stuff before the stream was back on gameplay.
Yes.
It looks like 3 teams dropped around Stormcatcher area, and we were surrounded by one other team in barometer.
Barometer.
Yeah, barometer. Barometer? Would you prefer?
Chat, give me the power to not strangle this man.
Chat, kill this guy right now.
I really hope chat got that one.
I would cite the one chat meme I do know, but I don't think it's very welcome on Twitch.
And I thought I was going to be the end of this channel.
Hey, we're all the end of the channel.
Absolutely.
Take part.
Well said, operator. All right. I mean, a Hemlock Mozambique dual wield is
I'm
really,
very
really good
interested
right
to see how
now.
the Mozambiques do perform, because between now and our last match, the Mozambiques have been nerfed. You can already see it when they're akimbo. We're down to 10 rounds instead of 12.
Yeah.
So,
We talked a little bit about that, but seeing it in person is a little bit more jarring, I'd say.
exactly.
And I'm pretty sure, and you might not want to quote me on this one, but I'm pretty sure their ready speed is a little bit slower than they were, where they go from sprinting to shooting.
It might be. I think that's just something with akimbo.
Hmm.
But at the same time, they did a whole swab of nerfs to the Mozambique, so that might have been on there, and I just didn't notice it.
Anyway, let's talk about strategies with our picks.
Well, right off the bat, we're seeing the very standard picks of Newcastle and Valk. It's almost instrumental to have Valk, especially with their recent buffs to her upgrades. Knowing where literally everyone is through walls off her ult is such a huge ability to have. And then Newcastle, especially on a map like Stormpoint, but anywhere in general, it's nice to just have mobile cover, both with ult and tac, plus being able to revive in some of those stitchy situations. But a new pick this time is Catalyst. which will also be helped for visual cover and locking down certain buildings and just general areas.
We are getting to see a very interesting closing zone here. It looks like SDM's getting a little bit of a nice closing zone. As it's going to go closer to their team, they have to rotate maybe a little bit less. But if they want to go in this angle, they might be followed up by a team from behind, and being pushed into 3 groups might not be the greatest position right now.
Absolutely. And this ring could either be a great help or terrible curse, especially with how Evos are working nowadays. It really just comes down to having to take those fights early and trying to build as much shield as you can before those end rings.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were seeing it last match, we were seeing it basically any public game you play. The end zone, if having those big shields is what decides fights. Because most teams have attachment set outs, they have all their abilities ready. It's just how much health you can put out.
See, I think right now this is a pretty interesting team comp, I guess, for the meta. Running a Catalyst with the casual.
We've been seeing a lot of Catalysts lately, mostly because her ult's great rotate cover, and then it also gives you the ability to hold those buildings in the end rings, which is such a huge help, especially with... Well, I know we've been seeing a lot of nades, a lot of chip damage going on. So being able to make cover and then also be able to lock down areas is such a huge ability to have.
I really think the Catalyst pick really helps with the Newcastle, because they both will provide cover when rotating. I think the Valkyrie is a little bit... for the meta, it's pretty interesting to see how the Valkyrie plays around the maps, because the Valkyrie has to play a little bit closer to cover, closer to the Newcastle. We do get to see our first interaction, the Newcastle taking the head on the start of the interaction.
Yep. And it'll be nice to see how this plays out, because it does look like we're already coming into a couple teams here.
I think we're seeing a third party right now.
Yes, or maybe a fourth party, depending on how far we want to go into this.
I'm also a little bit worried. We did have 2 teams behind us here, and they would have a very easy job of pushing us into a third party scenario if they decided to follow up in the spider path.
Absolutely. At the same time, following up into Spider Path is such a risky play, only because that puts you in a very heavy choke point where there's not much to do.
Well, that also gives you the ability to get cover and retreat really easily. And right now, like you said before, the poke damage is just worth it right now to build that shield.
Absolutely. It really becomes an end game of these teams are playing off the knowledge of what they know. And those teams behind, I didn't get a look at exactly who they were or what their team comp was, but they might simply just not know where this next ring's going. Because we have that advanced knowledge, which is, I assume, helping our team rotate properly.
We do get that little bit of advantage by running a recon on our team where we get to see the next zone. I'm sure there are going to be quite a few Valkyries across the map.
Oh yeah, you've been seeing a Valkyrie in almost every team comp these days. And Valkyrie is more so for the scan beacons, which is for enemies instead of ring. Our ring controller is going to be Catalyst here to get us our prior knowledge on ring. Looks like we're just getting some loot in now.
If the stream quality looks pretty bad, we apologize.
Blame Coach T.
I was gonna say blame Respawn, but you know, yeah. Oh, you're right. Respawn's a good studio. You're right. EA is a good one. Yeah, the bad one.
Respawn's an okay studio.
Yeah, Respawn's definitely way better than EA.
Oh yeah. Granted, that's such a low bar. Am I wrong?
No.
It looks like we're trying to...
We're fortifying right here. We know where the next zone's going to be, and right now this is a good fortification. It really doesn't make sense for us to go out and find that conflict, because the people who want to hold third parties are going to push in, and the people...
Same time, it looks like we are already taking damage here.
It does look like we're taking advantage of the other team being exposed to heights here. And the other team's taking advantage of us being exposed from heights.
It's kind of a pick your poison type scenario right here, and it looks like you might have called it. Looking off a glance, it looks like we do have a team to our flank.
This place, especially, you can see here we're gonna get third party. Can you bring the map a little down? Oh, never mind.
that works
yeah.
too.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah, so basically we've got a party that's gonna be coming and rotating behind us.
It looks like we spotted them coming in hard here.
Yep, and then we're gonna see this team here, and we also have eyes from above, so we are gonna have to hold out inside buildings and around the corners here.
Absolutely. This is a very tough position to be in, which is not going to leave us with a lot of options.
I think supercharging the Sentinel here is the right choice, though.
Is it ever not?
I mean, it takes a minute. It can really leave you open to a second, third party. So
Yes,
fourth and
which we
fifth.
will more than likely be seeing on our flank here as well.
Yes,
Absolutely surrounded.
it does appear though that they are taking pressure from behind, so they're really trying to make room as they push into SDM. But there's two teams that are pushing in and one team that's suppressing. So we are really going to see some pressure here on SDM, and I'm really hoping to see the...
It really becomes a question
this
of, are
game.
we going to see this turn into a prolonged fight, or are they going to try and push in and shut this down right away?
Right now, neither of the teams have the incentive to push in, other than the one that's on low ground, and it looks like low ground found cover, so we're going to see a prolonged fight is what I'm guessing.
Unfortunately, it also looks like they are right on top of us.
Yes.
We got one down,
Oh,
and we got two of ours down. Looks like his last is Nathan, who seems to be trying to push in. I'm not able to recover anything here.
it might just be better to try and hold out,
Yeah.
but
That was just
unfortunately
an
we can't
unfortunate
handle it.
position.
We did get pincered in between three different teams.
Yeah.
SDM did get to learn a lot about the server, though, about this game. It looks like the hotspots and people are going to know about the second circle. So we did get to see a couple of team compositions. Definitely got to see what weapons that they were preferring to run. And definitely got to see how team movement happens, because what it appears that each of the teams was moving in a rotation as they were moving forward.
Absolutely. And this is also going to be a great hint to see how a lot of this lobby is going to play, because it seems this lobby is a lot less aggression focused and more so waiting until they have confirmed damage to before they push in. Which,
Yep.
and now we're just going to see an all-out brawl over here on Pylon.
We are going to see the reason why SDM wanted this position so bad, and we are going to see the reason why this position is so effective, I guess.
It gives you a lot of opening cover here. It also allows you to pick at almost anywhere in Pylon until you drop down in the middle.
I think that upper middle team is doing a decent job of holding out up there. It appears that they're going to be under a lot of pressure coming up.
That Watson setup's helping them a lot to keep this high ground, especially if they have a Watson ult running up there, which it seems they do. It'll keep nades off them. So really the only problem here is just
Bang ult.
Well, bang ult and just trying to keep your shields up.
I think wouldn't bang ult wouldn't clear that Watson?
I believe it would, and we did also see a Gibby in play, which would also very much do it.
I'm pretty happy to see a Gibby.
I am too. I'm surprised we don't see more of it, because I know Gibby's one of those characters where he's more so a flex. You kind of just throw him in when you don't have someone else.
The problem is that every time you run a Gibby, you'd rather run a Newcastle. So if you're running two of them, you kind of have to take the hit on that recon or support.
Exactly. There's no reason to run Gibby and Newcastle.
The problem is that Newcastle right now is doing a really good job at protecting supports and rotates, whereas Gibby can hold out really easy. And right now the meta's all about movement. The reason why they had to keep nerfing Octane was the whole movement things, and the reason why Newcastle is so powerful compared to Gibby is that rotate thing. The reason why Valkyrie is really good with Newcastle, the reason why we're running Catalyst, really just movement is kind of key in a game like this, and I think that the meta is kind of showing it for the picks.
Yes, that's also why you're still seeing Bangalore, but you're not seeing it nearly as much as before, because with the nerfs to her smokes basically making it nowhere near as effective for close range cover, you're almost better off running other characters like Catalyst or simply just not caring.
There are Bangalores in the lobby. In fact, the team that's holding high ground has a Bang.
Exactly.
I think Bangalore still has an important place in the meta. Bangalore probably won't stay down for too long. We'll definitely see more reasons why Bang is good in the future.
Exactly. Bangalore's one of those characters who you can never go wrong with, but there's some almost always better options
Ooh,
depending
Top
on what
Ground
you're trying to
has-
fill.
Top Ground has gotten a purple shield off of pick. I think it's also, I think it's less relevant nowadays, but I remember that ammo count was also a really big deal.
Yes, and they did also recently change the ammo counts for a lot of the stacks in your inventory, making light ammo and heavy ammo a lot easier to carry, while at the same time making energy, shotgun ammo a little bit harder to stack in your inventory properly.
I am a really big fan of this pooling method they're going with, and is to not allow the opposing teams to get a pick at the fresh repick of stuff on the ground, where they throw it all in the middle. We do get to see 2 of them take the same position over this team that's undercover. They do appear to have smoked or been smoked, with the Valkyrie getting ult, I think that is, right? Or is that an ability?
Yes, that's
ult. Yeah, Valkyrie ult got sent out. It is very interesting.
You're talking
here.
about the rockets?
Yeah,
The
that's
rockets
an ability.
is their ability.
That's the ability, yeah.
Yes.
They might need a Valkyrie pit or ult in order to get out.
Absolutely. The Valkyrie ult's good for getting out, but at the same time, it's such a powerful recon tool right now where you can literally just go up on your own, land right back on your team, and you know where everyone is.
I think Valkyrie ult right now is really good. It's a really hard to enter with, but if you can land behind cover, you could get that top ground away from the Watson. And they could keep the Watson barriers up at the same time from the odd position, and just keep the ones that keep the doors closed and hold the position for themselves.
Absolutely. I'm surprised to be seeing the G7 played here so much.
I think accuracy on the scout rifle is also an important pick.
Yeah,
here.
we were seeing a lot of 30-30s in play the last time, and snipers.
I mean, there's a reason why the P2020 is so impressive. That's a joke.
Good. I about threw up. Yeah, it's just an all-out brawl here in Primal, and every team's basically on top of each other. And at this point, it's just trying to get eyes.
Hold on, we gotta catch this guy who's trying to loot this body. Anyway, time to loot this body.
Well, sometimes that's what you gotta do to get these armored cores, because that's what they're
absolutely.
doing. It's a lot quicker than trying to pop a battery, and that's what you need in a balls-to-the-wall fight, pretty much.
I really do like the how this team's handling the moving around. They do cover each other when they're trying to loot right now, which is really
Well, that's
important.
not something you see every day. Respawn.
I think it just gave an important notice to all of the opposing teams that there's now going to be a person on the battlefield with nothing.
Yeah, I think
They
we're...
actually changed that. You respawn with your guns you had.
Oh, you respawn with your guns?
You respawn with your guns in hand, yes.
Oh.
I mean,
well-
that doesn't help with you getting blasted out of the sky a lot
Yeah,
of the time.
but...
Well, it's better than that.
Yeah,
Plus, you also now spawn with your steel.
what the heck is this?
You don't keep any air attachments.
Back in
and you
my day, you
Alright,
respawn with the
alright, chill
P2020.
You still only get like set amount of ammo. You only get your normal heals.
That's nothing
you
nowadays.
don't get any attachments.
We just talked about how that wasn't an effect. Ooh, we do get to see a little bit of bombardment. They're trying to take this inner position. They just blew the doors off, which is really important right now.
It's just absolutely chaos out here. Everything's going on.
I do enjoy seeing a good Mastiff play here. Ooh.
I love watching these. I hate being
Yeah.
involved in them. Because every time it happens to me while I'm playing, it's just like you can't tell what's going on, and healing is just not an option 9 times out of 10.
I think that's kind of the reason why I always dropped hot zones personally, though. I really like the chaos in this kind of thing.
That's fair. At the same time, there's a difference between landing into it, where everyone's a little everywhere, no one has the right equipment, and going into an end zone like this, where everyone's properly equipped, everyone has this very solid weaponry.
Oh, we did just get to see, they just took a side of the circle here. That's really important.
And it looks like our op is once again befuddled about where our head went.
I don't understand.
I believe in you.
It just breaks at the end of the game always. I don't
Yo.
know what happens. I swear I'm not pressing any buttons besides that.
Don't worry, T. We believe in you.
Oh,
Oh, come on!
all right.
My belief was misfounded.
All right, I think
EA, how could you?
I wonder Is that a question with us, or was that the entire
Okay,
lobby?
we're back.
we're still back.
We're back.
We're good.
What?
Send us back.
Okay.
Send it back. Operator somehow knows what he's doing and not at the same time. This is chaos. We have come back to
Yeah,
complete and utter chaos.
Yeah, we have
many
chaos
teams?
in the
We got
map.
two
have
squads left.
chaos in here. It is just and that's
That's it.
Game.
USC or UCSD just took that.
All right.
I'm not delusional.
I think you are just a wee bit.
I think our stream operator is currently losing their mind. I wouldn't blame them. This is utter befuddlement.
Yeah, I'm forced to agree here. All right. And with that brings an end to game 1.
That was definitely a rough pinch for our
Yes.
team. I really do think our team did really good there. There wasn't much you could really do. There was like 4 teams falling on them, and if they
Exactly.
tried to move back into the building, it wasn't going to work. The most you
Yeah.
could have done is pull out and then waited to third party the last team, but that wasn't going to work. The absolute squanderance, the domination that was shown at the end there was a little bit too impressive. I think that high ground was really important.
Yes, high ground is such a huge thing, especially nowadays.
Anakin, I've got the high ground.
It looks like we are taking back our home spot of 15th place. I'm really hoping we can branch out a little bit.
Not last.
You're not wrong. Did not last, so it's something.
Soon to be.
Wait, there was like 5 teams that died?
Yeah, we were 15.
Well, yeah, but like that was such a short amount of time. Did they just like get run over?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah. Welcome to the game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's normal for a game of like casual Apex, but this is like, what the heck? But maybe that's what happened. That's what we saw, like all those teams landing in that same zone. The
That might
all
have
of
been
them
part
landing
it.
in Stormcatcher. They all would have had to push through that top wall, cascade
Because
falls.
it seems to
command.
be a lot of what's hovering down here on the bottom right of the map with like Coastal Camp, Echo.
You got that like 50-50 shot when you land in a zone for you to not have to cross halfway across the map.
Mm-hmm. And in the meantime, while we wait for this next match to start up, I think we'll head to a break.
Yeah! I believe.
All our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some levels that I've never been.
Devastated Coast? Holy crap, we're in Devastated Coast.
No. Coastal Camp. That's
Coastal
where
Camp.
we're at.
Okay, so we're
landing on
MSU,
top
yeah.
of another team, and this is just an unfortunate arming for Nathan. Triple taking longbow would be great if this was not a flat line he was trying to face.
Oh, we heard the crack.
Indeed we did. Now we got the down.
We're trying to establish dominance. You know,
Yeah, that sounds like
nobody
the play.
can third party us if we wipe them all out.
No, you got a point.
Oh, we did get a finisher. Oh,
Beautiful.
we were trying to
shots
save that
with the
recon,
triple
but
take.
that was a double headshot, right? Or I
Yeah.
guess it's technically 6 headshots.
I don't think it was 6, but it was definitely hurting there.
It's a joke about the weapon.
I know,
Oh, okay.
but they're not all guaranteed to hit
Oh,
because there is still spread even when you're aimed.
that's crazy. I don't know about a sniper rifle with spread while you're aiming.
It's only a triple take because the triple takes energy weapon and every energy weapon has a gimmick of some sort.
Interesting.
Unless you're the Volt, then your gimmick is just being too good.
I do believe that was the rest of the team there. We did
Indeed
get a
it
team
was.
wipe.
And now that was a beautiful showing of what you need to do at the beginning. Try and take
MSU.
those fights.
Yeah. We just estimated a landing zone, estimating landing zone, estimating landing zone, whatever.
Yeah, we kind of had to figure it out on the fly what was going on there.
It's a dominance play. There's no other explanation. It is a corner of the map, which is important.
It is. It does mean a lot of running, but at the same time, it's a lot of chances to loot and get in the fights.
Well, just being on the outside of a third-party scenario is a really good situation.
Exactly. Otherwise, you end up like us last round where you have 4 teams on you.
Like, there was maybe SDMs trying to build those shields right away.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, especially in this early game, because that'll give you a heavy advantage for basically the rest of the match.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we're kind of just trying to arm up before we move out. Triple take Spitfire, very solid setup. And now it's just a game of finish looting and try and find the next team wherever they may be.
I think Mines is doing like a really split job of what's all going on. Operator, you got some, you got some
Swift.
Taylor Swift yuck quoted from the operator. The operator goes unnamed.
You did not hear that, Sniffy?
No?
Okay, so he's deaf.
Yes, I am deaf. Thank you for noticing. There's a reason I typically die.
2
in
Phoenix
Tarkov.
kits out of the same chest.
In the meantime, we go back to awkward silence.
What do you mean awkward silence? There's actually a lot of interesting stuff going on. We did get to see the Newcastle drop some explosives when picking up ammo before, showing that the mindset behind ammo picking is a little bit stronger here. We're looking at the map right now. This is very interesting. They're kind of out in the open here. What team is that? It's a good question. It's some random team. This is a casual zombie, actually.
I can dream, Harold.
I can dream, Harold.
If you understand that reference, I love you. In the meantime,
Chair.
my chair.
No, that's the reference, is it not?
Oh yeah,
You are
you're
a
a chair.
Oh,
darling.
look at that. The operator and my co-pilot.
Thank you, T.
Oh.
We go. Oh, Nathan took
Oh,
front cover. Oh, Nathan got caught out.
Absolutely. Looks like we're getting pushed in from the left here. Oh, that's double down.
That's a team wipe.
That's a team wipe.
We're 15th place once again.
Or nothing if not consistent. In the meantime, we go back to looting.
Could we get a close up on just some random team operator? All right, so we
not
got
even
an
the team,
interesting.
just the operator. we just have T over here working diligently.
The unnamed operator.
Yes. We'll just set up a cam over the operator spot, not showing his face, just diligently working.
You know, sometimes your teams just got to be like that.
Yeah.
You just got to stay down. It is a very interesting pick, I guess.
No, yeah, this guy's absolutely got abandoned.
Well, like, it's an interesting character. Not meta.
Well,
Your teleport can kind of just broadcast that I am here now.
it's hard to see the play in my eyes. My only justification for it would be Loba markets are very good for looting quick, especially in high target areas where you can't afford to go outside and try and get loot off bodies like ammo or anything like that.
This game is
so the
going
Loba
to
kind of
succeed
just guarantees you're never out of ammo.
What's our head team or kill leader? Do we know who the kill leader is right now?
Right now, our team leading the bracket is UCSD Esports Gold.
Yeah,
With-
who's kill leader?
Kill
Sorry.
leader.
It's tied?
Yeah,
you got a
tied
two. Yeah. There's 3?
Yep. Tied for 3 different kill leaders right now.
It's very interesting to see 3 different kill leaders all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
We do get to see a very interesting aggressive plays from the lobby in the second round.
Mm-hmm. It really just comes down to positioning once again, and you'll see a lot of that actually coming up in the later ends of the ring, where positioning has such a huge advantage or disadvantage, where if you get caught trying to run into ring into that last ring.
Are those legendaries?
Yes, they are.
Mozambique. That's beautiful. Mozambique here.
You innocent beam, you still remember when Mozambiques were a meme. And now they
But
are
they
the meta,
are.
and we all scream.
Well, shotgun metas are always fun.
Yes and no. They're fun when it's not only one shotgun that can compete.
When
Yeah, but,
right into the barrel, it's fun.
Okay, but we get to see other shotguns get used in this meta. Yeah, we get to see EV8s. I saw a lot of the Mastiffs.
Mm-hmm.
And with the nerfs on the Mozambique, I guess I don't really think the nerfs really did much to
I
it.
don't think the nerfs
admit.
really did
I think
much.
that's a little bulk. It's a band-aid, guys. Guys, look, we changed it, and it does nothing. We still
Yeah.
shred people in 0.5 seconds. It's just shotguns.
The problem is it depends so heavily on the hammer points to be good, but at the same time, you can't afford to nerf the hammer points.
Oh, what's it
Or
called?
else- Hammer point round.
Yeah.
And if you try and nerf the hammer points on the Mozambiques, you suddenly lose the purpose for running Mozambiques and they're back into obscurity again.
But that's 90% of the guns. They'll rotate them out when they don't want them to be meta anymore.
I mean, pretty much that's what they did with the Havoc.
Yep.
They just removed the turbocharger off it.
Yep. It kind of reminds me of another gun. I don't remember its exact name. It was a semi-auto shotgun from Black Ops 3 that just dominated the competitive
Oh,
meta.
how dare you remind me of the Brecci.
Yep. Guys, look, it's the Brecci. It's here in Apex. We call him the Mozambique dual wield.
No, we call it the EVA 8. It's
EVA
actually
8?
a very solid shotgun that's not overly
Yeah, but
bad or good.
does it delete people as fast as the Mozambique?
You get within barrel touching distance, then yes.
I don't think anyone's going to be touching tips with the enemy team.
All right.
Team.
All right.
I'll step in for that one.
I'm talking
It's
barrels.
a little close. Yeah,
Yeah.
barrels would have been a better word.
Okay.
Yes. But yes, you get within barrel touching range, you will absolutely see shotguns just dominate everything because that's what they're supposed to do. When you're that close, every shotgun will do well. Unless you're the Peacekeeper, and then you'll hit 7 damage.
Yeah, well said.
I'm sorry, but the Peacekeeper has not been, nor will it be good anytime soon.
It's a fun meme weapon. It's also a shotgun. If you don't have any other alternatives.
Yeah, I mean, that could be said about any weapon, though. The P2020 is good if you don't have any other options.
Always remember, switching to your sidearm will be better than reloading your weapon.
Until you
faster.
try and pull out a bolt-action rifle, they're shoving an SMG down your throat. I mean, I've seen it work. The Sentinel's a very good shotgun for some reason. And here you're seeing the 30-30, as I was saying last time. I'm surprised how much I've been seeing it. I brought it up last stream. I'll brought it up again. It's been nerfed significantly since last season. Yet you're still seeing a lot of use out of it.
It's a very interesting high ground hold. Is that the same team as last round?
That's the question.
They're doing a really good job of holding high ground.
It does seem to
It
be.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, they switched out Valk though. I actually really like that pick switch though. It allows you to play more aggressively, and because you know the opposing teams aren't going to be going for the high ground as evidently.
Yes, because they had a very firm hold on the high ground last time, and that's I don't think they won him the match, but it got him into second place here.
I think a Mad Maggie is a little bit scary, I would admit, for if they just start jumping off the high ground to get to you. Oh, they're reconning. Okay.
Yes.
Man.
Yeah, no,
what
if
a
I
meta.
saw Mad Maggie coming to shove a shotgun down my throat, I would not. I would just not.
Man, I really wonder about the shotguns meta in this character. I'm really surprised this is being played as little as it is.
It's just a thing of utility.
Yeah.
Because her passive requires you to use a shotgun for the most part, and even then doesn't have as much utility as you'd like to think.
Yeah.
Her ability is okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's also not exceptionally helpful in a team play type scenario.
I think our ultimate, if you pair it with the right characters, it would be like the kind of perfect substitute for a meta pick.
It will. Her ult does do very well, and it really just becomes a thing of how much utility does she offer in the overall area instead of with just her ult.
I honestly think Mad Maggie, if you paired it with the Ink Lady, my lack of character knowledge.
Catalyst.
If you pair Mad Maggie with Catalyst, then I think you could really perform a really aggressive push where you'd only have to take flak from one side. And if you ran perfectly about it, I mean, you could try and hide inside of the Ink Shield.
Yeah, it really just becomes a thing of what's more useful in the long term.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
it's a really aggressive play, I'll admit.
It is. But it also doesn't seem to be doing them bad by any stretch of the imagination.
I think it's a slept-on pick. I'm gonna go ahead and give this the A+. Shotguns are meta right now, therefore the character who buffs shotguns is probably slept on.
Probably.
Very aggressive, though. I will admit it's an extremely aggressive pick for the meta right now. Shotguns are meta because you can get close through rotating. So
exactly.
Like really aggressive. Oh, is this the lady who goes through walls?
Yes, it is. This is Alter. Basically, it takes Maggie's perk of being able to stick a drill through walls and decides, what if we stick a person through the wall?
I actually love that like idea that it's just like, oh hey, I'm here now, and now I'm not. Just a funny idea. Alter through a wall, right? Does that open a two-way portal?
Yes.
Yeah, so you go through the wall, and then you go back through the wall, and then you just hope that someone follows you, and you have 3 shotgun people waiting on the other side.
You see, that would be the play. The problem is that's a public lobby play. In this level of play, it could happen. Don't get me wrong. Everything can happen. But I don't think you're nearly as likely to see that payout in any feasible way.
I mean, that's fair. I think there's some funny troll strategies that if they were employed, they would work at least once.
Oh yeah, everything will work once. The problem is, will that once actually net you anything of worth? Because it won't get you down every time. And then the moment they get down, the entire team knows what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I guess we should get back into looking at this game. We're getting really close, like last game. We've got people stacked on top of other people, and if I remember correctly, this is the kind of closing zone that just shortens and shortens, and there's 2 layers.
Absolutely, and it just becomes absolute chaos by the end of it.
Mm-hmm. We're going to have this really big spike of chaos, I feel, though, because there's a lot of people biting for that bottom of the tower. Mm-hmm. I think the top team is actually jumping down, though. I think that's interesting. Oh, the lift is getting destroyed right now, like from outer fire. Or the zipline.
Yes, it is just absolute chaos no matter where you look. Seems like the only team who doesn't seem to be actively fighting off everyone in the tri-state area seems to be CSU. Even though they seem to still be trying to keep shots off. There we go.
Real big oppressive fire play.
There we're seeing that Maggie from earlier putting the drill out.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it looks like they're going to be stuck in here.
This is unfortunate.
Very unfortunate ring setup for them as well.
Mm-hmm. How many? I think they're getting low on healing items, actually. They dropped a Phoenix kit to a teammate here. And with that down...
Here's where you're going to see that big push.
That Maggie is going to be huge here. They're trying to escape the tunnel as fast as they can. The Valkyrie is able to get out, but the health cost might just be too much right now.
Indeed.
And the team wipe on the bottom.
And now we get to see a lot of what we saw within the last stream, actually, which is going to be ratting.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting in a corner and praying no one finds you.
I mean, it's got a controversial feeling, I'd say.
I don't think anyone who does it, especially in this level of play, likes doing it. It's just a thing of the longer you stay alive, the more points you get. And suddenly it helps out a lot in your standing.
Yeah.
So we're just going to be seeing a lot of hiding.
That's some interesting smoke placement, allowing two teams to pass each other.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think that's really funny, personally. Just the whole idea that they're right next to you, just walk past them. Oh,
this looks
that
to be a
thermite
very
is huge.
rough spot here for MSU.
MSU is feeling the aggression from the Maggie here. Ooh, that was a nasty shot.
Newcastle's feeling the aggression of what a Sentinel can do to the human body.
Especially when it's overcharged.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, if that gets placed right, that could just deal a lot of damage to MSU here.
They may have nerfed our Kraber into a Villian, people, but the Sentinel can get you close. Especially when you charge it.
Now, would you prefer a Kraber meta or a Mozambique meta?
Oh, how dare you ask me that? Because that has so many different implications on the meta as a whole.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. But, you should definitely go through the entirety of the implications right now.
Because if you go with Kraber meta,
yeah,
you're going to see a lot of more laid-back play styles because the Kraber is just going to be an absolute beast of a player on the field.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, though, that means almost every team's going to try and play it more passive.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly, it becomes the camp meta we had a few seasons ago where Evos weren't in play and everyone was sitting in a corner until the final ring where everyone was forced to confront one another.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, with the current Mozambique meta, you have two pistols of shotguns currently beating out the flatline or the R301 in mid-range combat, which in my eyes is just sad to see overall. And I can't... Otherwise, besides that, I can't give much of a downside to the Mozambique meta, only because it gives way to a shotgun meta as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
But I will not say that I like the Mozambique meta, but I'll take it over a Kraber meta. Just because you see more action, you see more hectic rings like this.
We did kind of talk a little bit about the rat meta being something that's not really something we should be happy about. I think the Mozambique and Kraber both will have the same problem where, it's just better off to force other people into you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it's also rat
the whole
meta
animation.
we're seeing, and more so it's just, that's how you get points around here. You stay alive, try and get a kill as much as you can, but your standing is going to be your overall, just how long you can last.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear about the, I don't know if this is still a thing, but you can apparently get really high in competitive, or you could, if you just sat in the corner for the entire match.
Yeah.
There were people with P2020s in Final Circle. Yeah.
Yes, the ranked meta is still very similar to what you're seeing in competitive, which is, it's basing a lot on your place in the match, but then it's also coming into effect with your kills and your assists and all that jazz. It's gotten better since then, but it's still not great.
Hey, I mean, I'm pretty glad this team just knows that everyone's at the bottom with. I'm pretty sure they both pinged a total of 8 times at the bottom of that.
Mm-hmm.
Very vigilant. I'll give them that one. Very vigilant to the people underneath them. We are down to 3 squads.
Yes. And only 7 people, too, so I think we still have a rat in the mix.
That's what I'm thinking is going on.
And it looks like the rat's been found here, too, so it's going to be the out.
Yep, they just picked off the rat, and the third party from the grave.
It looks like that last squad's getting caught in the ring, which is not going to help their standing.
Casual Mastiff on back.
And
Yup.
there we go. UVU Black. A player we didn't really see do it very well on our last stream, but they seem to be pulling up this time.
I really like to see that the final on UVU Black, the person who got the final kill became kill leader to end that game. Just that extra little style points.
All right.
So, we're very consistent.
All right, we're just waiting to see our updates on. And it looks like that bumped UVU up to second place. We still have a leader of the UCSD, and it looks like we have lost our spot of 15th place. We are up to 12th place. That's what I love to see.
Yeah, baby.
We are moving up in the world, folks. Let's keep it that way.
Heck yeah. Big fan.
Yes. In the meantime, I think we will just wait for the next game to start, and we will be back in a few minutes.
Catch you guys in a few minutes. Woo! Woo, yeah, baby.
So who's the one that wins the game?
I've been feeling just a little bit low. Got to get back to the show and we'll fly. You don't have to feel like you're on your own. No one should have to dance alone, not tonight. You and me, we're gonna write a little history. You and me, just show me love and then you'll see. Memories that we make, they are never gonna fade for a lifetime. We don't give no shit if you wanna hide away. We just out here trying to play. Second feels up in the memory bank. I've been looking for somebody to make memories in the bank forever in time. There's no reason to be hard to find, 'cause we've already lost our mind. You and me, we're gonna write a little history. You and me, just show me love and then you'll see. Memories that we make, they are never gonna fade for a lifetime. We don't give no shit if you wanna hide away. We just out here trying to play. Second feels up in the memory bank.
And we're back. Looks like we're landing the same spot this time. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see the resistance we saw did.
I think they got the notion that if they want to stay in this game, they're gonna go a little bit away from this place.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's definitely put down that authority play.
Yeah, now it's just going to be a question of simply either do we push right away and try and get Evo shields early like we did last time, Or are we going to try and lay back, try and hold a power position?
Lots of enemies all the way around right now, SDM.
Which makes sense.
Worried, though.
Like, it's a very early start. It looks like, since we haven't taken barometer, I guarantee you someone has.
It is still really weird to me not seeing shields like everywhere.
Ah, yeah, because you still played when you could pick up shields, didn't you? You old fossil.
Well, hey. Cycling shields was easily one of my favorite parts of the meta because they would somehow find a way in the mauling that was shotguns of that time period, where the Peacekeeper was meta at that time, by the way. Like,
Disruptor rounds were a heck of a thing.
Really interesting to see people just find a reason to open up a loot box nearby, pick up the white shield, and then cycle to someone else's blue shield. I thought that was pretty cool.
I mean, you're still seeing that a lot now with armor cores, which are somehow more balanced, surprisingly.
I think it's definitely there. It's just not quite what I'm used to.
It's not what it used to be.
It's also weird seeing people pass up on guns that are definitely not meta nowadays.
No.
But like back when I played, they were like kind of like the bee's knees. Like, people will still use the Hemlock. That's still there. But, like, seeing people pass up on a Prowler for a Mastiff is kind of weird to me still. Just me getting used to the new meta.
Yeah. I wish the Prowler was still as good as it was in my day.
I think, like, the fact that an entire clip put someone down to, like, 2 HP was pretty cool because then you had to switch your weapon. Or you could both sit there awkwardly reloading your Prowlers.
Yeah, like, it's still a very solid option off drop. The problem is it somehow gets beat out by the flatline in close range combat.
Yeah, R301 kind of dominated meta too back then.
Yeah, you're still seeing the R3 played a bit, but it's...
What was in care package this season?
Care package this season is R99, Devotion, and then
I heard
your
about that
usuals.
one, yeah.
So, I'm hoping at some point we get more weapons that fire arrows, and then we don't have to leave the bow check in the care package for once.
We are rotating around spiders real quick here, trying to get that better advantage. Maybe trying to pick up a few kills, seeing as we didn't get our land for kills here.
Absolutely. We did start off with blue shields, though. That Evo Harvester does a lot of good.
See, Mines is now starting to equip themselves with more like sniper rifles and close range. No, not like we're avoiding those mid-range weapons now.
No.
Seeing the triple take Mozambique, the charge rifle, and the Spitfire.
I mean, when you really think about it, the triple take could be considered a mid-range weapon. It is more
As much as it makes me cringe, you are correct.
Yes, especially because since it's now in the marksman role, you can't equip it with actual like sniper sights. Granted, I don't think anyone runs sniper sights in the first place, but
Have you ever changed the firing type of a Hemlock?
I have actually.
Okay.
Back in the day.
So I'm not the only one.
Yes, no, you're not the only one. Back in the day, it used to be a very solid DMR option on single fire.
No, you're not wrong. It definitely was. I've definitely been definitely a third-party participant for a one bullet before.
Yes.
I've stolen a team's team kill with a single fire shot from a Hemlock.
Yes, no, the Hemlock is a very solid choice, or at least it was. Nowadays, it doesn't hold the same power that it used to, but
Ooh. Mines is actually overwatching this conflict here, which is huge. The drop off from the charge rifle showing its ugly face, but that was
beautiful shots off the charge rifle.
Oh, doesn't
I wish
get
I could
nicer
do
than that. Oh,
I gotta give props to the people who can use the triple take because I sure can't.
is the taser beam still there for the charge rifle?
Oh no,
Oh, okay.
they've changed the charge rifle to instead
Just
closer
a
to
thick
Titanfall,
shot.
where it's just a
Okay.
single shot. But the difference is now the longer it flies, the more damage it does.
Oh,
That's why you're seeing a 101 damage off a body shot.
I wonder if I can find a video of someone like across the map landing a charge shot.
You probably can. It's just weird with the charge rifle with projectile and bullet drop.
We are getting to see the awkwardness of said projectile. Ooh, that was
It
a little
is very
gross.
worth it for the damage it'll do, though.
Mines is doing really good on their Evo right now because of their position. Mines has decided to take the high ground this time.
Or at least it seems like Storm's doing good on shield. Seems like we're gonna have some catching up to do for Noda and Valk here. Or not Valk, sorry, Nathan. I'm used to Nathan playing Valk.
Spotted out here on Valkyrie.
Looks like we're tossing out some
for a
frags, trying to finish
grenade.
off our down here.
Ooh,
Very solid ult going out. Unfortunately, it does not look like it's ours.
well, I mean, wasting resources isn't really the name of our game.
All right,
This
now we
smoke is definitely a little bit more oppressive here.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
It looks like we're trying to pick at multiple teams here, which might be the downfall depending on how...
I think it's gonna go fine. I think the teams in this lobby are very like resilient to high ground play, so they don't tend to go for it more. And that's kind of been where we've been seeing a lot of Evo charge from higher ground teams.
Absolutely. And with this still being within the next ring, we can hold here and still continue just to feed off that Evo.
Definitely.
It just becomes a battle for ammo at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember last stream, we did see, I want to say it was Storm, with a casual 500 bullets for his Spitfire.
Yup.
Which, for most of us casuals, sounds like way too much. Then you remember just how much you're shooting and trying to chip damage without picking up more ammo.
Oh, we hit those. That's crazy.
I gotta give props where props are due. I would not have hit that shot with a charge.
Holy crap, this guy's got the charge skills. Oh my god. He's crazy.
Now you're really seeing the potential of the charge rifle, though.
Oh, we do see a little bit of the Valkyrie peeking out the window yet. Oh, doesn't go for it yet.
I don't think that was shootable.
Not shootable?
No.
Yeah, he only does have about 49 more shots from the charge rifle, which is still very oppressive, I will admit. But I do think that about this time with the purple shields that they're going to maybe pry up and only go for things that really do land the chip or like maybe land the chip, not those Hail Marys.
Well, I mean, you can still afford to go for the Hail Marys right now, if only because you're still holding a very good power position, even if they know where you are.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Looks like they're finally seeing the return fire. It doesn't seem to be very effective.
Mines is doing a good job of locking down this open field here. It's not actually allowing teams to interact with each other, which is a small downside, but it is doing a good job of control here.
Mm-hmm.
Control is going to be the name of the game from this high position.
Has been, and it will continue to be, if not only just holding this single high ground position,
Valkyrie ult.
just trying your best to keep cover.
That was a retreat from the Valkyrie ult there. They're just trying to get away now.
Can't blame them. It looks like they're already down a teammate. Finally giving up this high ground position, if only for ring.
Ooh, it's probably get to the buy station. Yup.
I'm sorry, what is this called?
A buy station?
That is a crafter, thank you very much.
Sorry, the crafting station. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I would like the chain of events to go. I call it a buy station, which is incorrect. It's lingo. Then you corrected me in saying it's a crafting station, and we brought up that it was a replicator.
I think our operator's traumatized from hearing all the announcements of the replicators dropping in.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I also become traumatized. Octane player's been crushed by one of those, by the way. I have been crushed by one of those.
I don't think I want to know the context.
Octane run fast. Octane tried to get to the crafting station before everyone else and then get squashed because they had to hold the corner. It was really funny. I boosted and then I just died. I couldn't figure out the reason. And my teammate looks at my corpse and I'm like a spectator and all they see is just a buy station over my corpse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was a little confused on the chain of events there.
Oh yeah,
you
no, I
literally got
was
crushed.
Yeah,
by events.
I got crushed. It was actually hilarious. I was like just trying to get behind a team, and then it's just like holding a tight corner, and I was gonna get third partied, but before I could get third partied, and I died.
I'd like to blame your lack of situational awareness.
I'd call it being an Octane player.
It is the same thing. Thank you, operator.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I was gonna go for it.
God
I was
Emperor.
gonna real name you. So
Oh, I almost got.
Oh my god.
You almost
Oh
got
my
name
god.
dropped.
Jesus. This man's dangerous. He's doxing people.
Hey man, I'm used to being yelled at in my full legal name in Tarkov. Okay,
That's awesome.
That's fantastic, guys.
it's questionable.
Tarkov's state of things. Let's get the rundown. Okay, actually though, there's interesting gunplay. We are seeing shots fired in between both. Mines is trying to get that pick, but it looks like their positioning is going to be a little bit harder to hit with the charge rifle without the ability to hold off.
They're still holding a very solid spot for ring though.
I think that top, like that high ground is really important to Mines here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And it really will become a question of can they continue to control this high ground?
mm-hmm.
Because depending on how the battle to the left shakes out over here, they might end up having to defend it from both the left and the front. Looks like they are finally noticing the crypto behind them, I believe. Trying to suss out where he might be, simply because crypto can now be invisible. I think your surprise sells everything it needs to. For all you viewers at home who cannot see this man, he is just doing a consistent thumbs down with a disgusted face. I cannot blame
Look,
him.
dude. We can do Sombra and Overwatch. That's a team-based game. Crypto being invisible does not help the rats meta.
No, it very much is not. Like, all you gotta... You can still run into him. So
Yeah.
you can find him accidentally.
Yeah, but like, are you ever going to? Dude, you just sit in a
Sometimes it's the
corner.
only way to find him in public lobbies.
Dude, he's playing the spy from Team Fortress 2, and he's playing with the watch that you can stand still to recharge. He's the observer.
I guess he is. I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Oh my
And
god,
he-
this
and
Bangalore
here
with
you-
the schmooves.
Here you're seeing my typical gameplay with the charge rifle, which is hitting anything is a challenge.
I almost want to say that wasn't even his fault. That Bangalore with the schmooves kind of throws
No.
people off.
It's hard to hit stuff with the charge rifle just because
Ooh.
it's not a...
Getting a rescan.
Makes sense when you think about it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Knowing exactly where you need to be is a
nice.
huge advantage.
I don't know who's going to take that house, but they're going to have an advantage here.
Oh yeah, that house is going to be the deciding
war
factor
zone.
of this ring, actually.
That is going to be the war zone.
And it looks like they are
that a
starting to
re-
spot the team that's hiding behind them here.
Oh, okay, it was a crypto drone. I'm like,
It
wait,
was.
is that a resource beacon? Or not a resource beacon, a resource drone? Like with the ball
Oh,
and drop?
no.
I'm like, but that doesn't have one and it's still alive? Oh. Did take on some pressure.
It looks like they're trying to figure out where this team behind them is, but they just can't figure it out. And nor can I blame them. It seems to be another rat team here.
There's 7 squads with 19 people.
7 squads and 19 people doing that math.
There's 1 rat. Or there's several rats.
There's 2 rats.
There's 2
Either
rats.
that or there's just 1 squad with 2 people.
2 people, yeah. 2 crypto, or yeah, 2 crypto rats.
That would be conduit ult right there.
Okay.
And very good for area denial, but as you can see here, very easy to shut down if you have the cover to do so.
Mines does know they're going to have to go ahead and pull in here, push in here.
The problem is there's such a huge fight
Ooh.
going on down at that house.
Absolute, like, this has definitely got to be a Chad play. Mastiff to the respawn
I have
person.
to give credit where credit's due.
You got to
it
take
was
your
a
shot.
shot.
Yeah, you got to take your shot.
I feel like
Maybe
there are
that-
better weapons to do it with.
1 Evo damage will be worth it.
Maybe it'll upgrade you.
Unfortunately, we did not get the 1 Evo.
Once again,
damage.
see my play with the charge
oh my
rifle.
God, the schmooze.
And here's seeing another advantage to high ground. It is very easy to get reses off. Now you're seeing all the fire coming in.
We are definitely going to see.
Oh, just barely not able to get that Phoenix kit off, which is unfortunate. I think
Mine's
that's
got
what
6th
lost in the
place. I
fight.
think that's pretty cool. Definitely
Mine's
a
did a
break.
lot better than there. Oh, I'm seeing people who've paid money for the game. Ew.
What the hell is this?
That would be our team.
Yeah, but their boxes aren't just.
Yes. Welcome to paying money to EA. You now have customizable death boxes.
What?
Was there like 1,000?
Yes,
Yeah,
it costs a lot.
Well,
What happened?
it was so perfect. What? Why?
Because money. That's why you have universal heirlooms now.
What?
You can hear the distress in his voice, and I feel.
It was so good without it.
Fine, Fuzzy. I'll check my posture. Screw you.
Check and posture.
Yeah, dude.
Money.
Get in here.
No,
No. Stay away.
I don't want to check my posture. I want to be a hunchback.
You know, it's part of not being part of the red t-shirt gang.
It's actually maroon.
All right, that's great.
I have to admit that's solid. And I think you can see it. You wanted to use the Serenal air. Words are hard. You can see one of the
You mean
universal
harder
air
words?
rooms on this altar here if she shows it again.
Ooh. This is a very interesting bottom household.
Absolutely. You're seeing one of the huge uses of catalyst here, just being able to shut
Oh.
down basically any 4 you want.
Just a split second of the fire.
Absolutely. I think that was about inches right there. That was our universal heirloom.
I don't know. I think you take Valkyrie, you swap it out for Watson, and you have the ultimate hold this room build.
You could, but at the same time, that would give you such a hard way to rotate when you're not in a building.
Oh, 100%. But all you have to do is get in the building.
Why are you homeless? Just buy a home.
Yeah. The actual definition of running Caustic Watson and the new ink person. Wait, did you just build a door?
Yes. Welcome to Catalyst. You can rebuild doors and reinforce
Bro,
doors.
no, Apex is turning into the forbidden game.
It's not Fortnite yet. Chill out.
League of Legends is officially better.
That was never had to be stated. True. It's infectious. Don't worry, I play like all of the competitive games. And I play them all casually too because I'm a freak.
Oh, so am I. I probably played too much, but I mean, that's kind of just how it goes. In the meantime, I remember you saying something about it earlier. Meta questions.
Alright. Hear me out though, right? The meta. P2020 for meta? Because that was a thing at once. Or Peacekeeper meta. The problem is that the last time we saw the P2020 meta, I'm pretty sure, was also the Peacekeeper meta.
I'm fine with a Peacekeeper meta. Only because Peacekeeper's
Okay?
far more limited at range. Where, like, the Mozambiques
What are you
are so
scared of, the
dominant because they're
20...
so...
No, I'm not talking Mozambiques. I'm talking P2020s.
I know. But I like, for reference for the Peacekeeper right now.
What? You don't like teleporting through walls?
Oh, and I think we're trying to see the altar abduct someone here.
Oh,
Never mind, we're just seeing
Oh
an
my
absolute
God.
dive onto
Jesus
the Valkyrie.
Christ. This guy is dead. They murdered this man.
And now we see the chaos of the final ring. Once
Stop
again,
resisting!
every squad's on top of each other.
Stop
no one has
resisting!
shields. We
He
have
just
a
punched.
melee
Oh my
kill.
god, the melee kill.
And US Blue.
He just ran out of ammo and just started punching the shit out of the guy.
I mean, hey, if it works, it works.
Oh my god, look! It's P2020s.
They are viable. They're not ideal, but they're viable.
Okay. R45, I think it's called.
RE45, yep.
Or P2020 meta.
RE45.
Wow. What are these skins? These aren't even like actual skins anymore.
Hey, man.
Dude,
Don't
it's
look at
just
me.
plastic.
There's not much you can get for that. But in the meantime, we will see how our standings have updated here. Looks like UCSD is still in the lead, absolutely dominating in the kills department.
As DM, once again, holding that 12th place position. That's really nice. We're still there. I'd
We're doing better than last time.
Yeah, we just need to go up a little bit. And that's not going to be impossible right now.
No, it does look like it's a very close game right up until about 6th place.
Yeah. We do get to see the more aggressive teams up here. But they have also been holding top ground and stuff like that.
Yeah, USU putting up a staggering 15 kills.
They've been consistently doing that.
That's USCD.
Oh,
Where is USU on these leaderboards?
black is 3.
USU is sitting in 3rd.
Yeah, in 3rd right here and 3rd. Or wait. Oh, it's...
Yep,
yeah, no.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing a repeat of last stream because we have another stream just words.
Those are some dominate... Like, these guys are dominating the lobby.
Absolutely. You're seeing UCSD dominating both kills and placement. We have USU going for kills and UVU going for placements more than anything. But in the meantime, I think we're switching maps for this next one. And then I think we'll send it to break and we'll see you there.
Hopefully the camera's not falling off again. Yeah. Whoop.
And we're back. Getting a solid land on the geyser, and me and Bonked here were just discussing how we might be seeing the pushes coming in from both Mod and Siphon.
I think we might even see Fragment try it if the circle's going that way.
I highly doubt it, only because we already have 2 teams in that immediate area.
That's exactly why I think they'd push, though. I think they'd pick up a loading, like just 2 weapons to move each of them. So like 6 weapons from Fragment, and then maybe get pushed out from Monument and retreat to Geyser.
Maybe. I think that's just going to be a wait and see type deal, because I know the last few times we've landed here, we did mostly see our fights coming from mod.
Mm-hmm.
She's got it.
Granted, I think almost every ring we had landed in mod. But in the meantime...
This is a very interesting Hemlock auto-equip. Personally speaking. Got that 4 times scope.
I quite like the 2 to 4.
I think on this map it's a little bit less prevalent.
Maybe. I'll give you that.
If the circle goes up into Epicenter, I'll eat my words. But if it goes back down to like Thermal or Harvester, I think that the 4 times scope is a little bit more awkward.
Thermal, I could still absolutely see a use for, especially if it's a fight for high and low.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely like the open areas of Thermal, but there's also like the close range. Definitely more movement play too.
Absolutely. And last time, like I was saying earlier, we saw a lot of rings come down to mod.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, we're already seeing shots. Notice down.
Was that just straight from mod? Did they just
Yeah,
grab
that's straight from mod.
They grabbed loadout and started going straight here.
Yep.
And it looks like we're retreating to Vault.
Yep, it looks like, sorry, Noda, you're not living today.
Dropping the Valkyrie at the beginning is an unfortunate consequence of what's happening here. Maybe use it as a recon tool.
Well, that and they do have a support player, so they can recraft the beacon. And with how early on they are, they can still afford to respawn.
Ooh. Wait. There's one?
Even if they do all pass the
Just
Valkyrie.
stay in the corner. It'd be really funny.
Well, no,
Oh,
everyone
no.
knows you're here.
Yep. Hi, guys. Wait. No. Ooh.
In the meantime,
Oh,
it
wow. That
seems
was
like,
actually a really nice pickup.
I wonder, do we have a crafter up in Outlook this time?
Take a crafter up in Outlook? Ooh.
Does not seem like we do. Instead, we have contact.
I think immediate contact here is a little bit of a downside for SDM here.
Absolutely. This seems to be doing them a lot of harm.
Oh, we got that pincer, though.
Unfortunately,
We don't know where the rest of them are.
we don't have the rest of them. And Nathan is also 100 meters away, so Storm's kind of stuck on his own right now.
Storm's doing a good job at holding out, though.
He's trying. but-
Nonetheless, a thorn in their side.
Absolutely. Oh, that is unfortunate. Nathan's got to try and get back. Or we abandon him to die too.
Hey, we got that support player. I believe. I
What
believe
were we
us.
saying earlier about not playing into the rat meta?
I believe that we may hide in the corner this
I
game.
believe we will.
Although we might just see us reach 15 squads left.
Hey,
We tried to get those beginning picks. We didn't really get that lucky with that, and we did get thrown out of our original land.
mhm.
We got done to us.
And it looks like we are unknowingly diving into another team here. So it's going to be interesting to see what the outcome of this looks like.
I think as soon as they see it, they're just gonna whip around and try and run away.
Yeah.
Oh, completely unknowingly. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm waiting. Oh,
Maybe they just
Yeah.
walk away. Maybe they just
There
walk
it is.
away. Jump on the zipline. Jump on the zipline.
there you go.
Okay, ultimate does protect here a little bit, but I think the Valkyrie saw that the catalyst was on their own. Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't protect for too long. You weren't far enough away. Come on. Yes.
Just
Run.
keep moving.
Run, Rudolph.
Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Time to rat. Maybe.
I don't know if it's safe enough right here.
This is
This
a very
is-
poor place to rat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more health would have gotten it.
I
We got
don't-
15 squads left.
We were 16th though.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Not much you could really get away with there. It hurts, but it's real.
Spitfire or Volt meta?
Oh, that is actually a tough one.
This is one that I actually got to see and happen in real time.
Yeah, because I could see an argument for either, especially right now. You're not seeing it a lot in this level just because your shotguns are so much more dominant in the close range area.
Mm-hmm.
But the Spitfire, especially with the recent changes to LMGs, because they've made it to where you've played Battlefield before, right?
A little bit.
You know how LMGs get more accurate the longer you fire, correct?
I did not know that. I just normally kept shooting at the random position that the people were behind.
You know what? Fair enough.
Or I had like a squad of 4 people that would all run engineer with me. And then we'd sit there in the buildable area and someone would try and run like tanks in there. And then we just build it faster than the tank can shoot through.
That is... You know what? I have to give props. Good stuff.
It was Amish paradise. We build to Amish paradise.
Okay.
It was fantastic.
But...
Anyway, yeah, go back to the original question. Right?
Yeah. So, the Spitfire, and all LMGs actually, but LMGs now get tighter hip fire for the longer you're firing.
Ooh.
Which has made the Spitfire a very solid choice for close range action, if only because you get so accurate at the hip that you can reliably hit. If not mostly body shots, you can get some headshots in there from just hip fire too. But at the same time, the Volt has yet to really be changed, and it is still a very dominant force in that mid to close range section.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we did see a Volt meta go into play, you'd see a lot more rounded play from basically every team here.
Mm-hmm.
And you see something similar to Spitfire too. So at the end of the day, I think you could really go with either or, purely because they'd almost fill the same exact role by the end of it.
So I've gotten to see both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you, the general populace is a lot more happy running Havocs and Volts than they are when they're running Spitfires and Hemlocks.
I'm forced to disagree with you on the Havoc point, only because of the turbocharger being removed.
Yeah, but that's a time-based exception. You remember how I went back to say that this is one that I've seen in real action?
Yeah.
The turbocharger was a little bit more than meta at the time. If you didn't have a turbocharger, you should not be running the Havoc.
Yeah, there was no real winning with that meta, though. It's either you have the turbocharger and you are a god amongst men, or you don't have the turbocharger and you are running a...
But that wasn't the original, that wasn't the original weapon that we were looking at. It's just a side thing you'd run with the Volt. They both run on the same ammo, which could be seen as a downside, but it also means you can just absolutely pump your inventory full of the same ammo type.
Mm-hmm.
Which was actually a really big upside when that mattered.
Yeah, I'll have to give you points on that one there. I mean, that's why you're seeing a lot of like G7s and 3030s played, because ammo availability is so good, which almost overrides their major downsides.
We do have a rat team in the mix.
Yes,
absolutely
we do.
fantastic Ash gameplay. I'd like to stay here and exemplify the point that Rat Hood is probably the most boring way to play this game. Unfortunately,
it may be boring,
it's
but it gets you the
effective.
points on the scoreboard.
Yes, unfortunately, it's effective, and they can't really punish you for doing it.
Yes.
There's no easy
If we
way to
could
do that.
Get a look at the scoreboard here. I'm curious.
So we've got one rat. We got one rat.
We have one rat, that's for sure.
There is 2 with one that's in... Or no, we've got 2 teams that are 1 person in respawn.
And it looks like that's our 9th place team here, too, with only 6 kills on the board. So they're kind of just trying to play for whatever time they can, get whatever points on the board that they will allow.
Definitely.
Watson, I'll always question your voice lines, just a little bit.
I think some of them are funny because I like
Some
dad
of them
jokes.
are funny, I'll give you that.
I like dad jokes. So when her heirloom came out... Yep.
I've grown to hate dad jokes only because I had to hear them every day at high school for 4 years.
My friends are probably really happy that I never got heirloom shards because then I would exclusively play Watson instead of Octane, and I would use the voice lines right before I die.
Fair, honestly.
And trust me, I'm not good at this game personally, so they got to hear it a lot.
I don't know who I'd get if I went for an heirloom.
Caustic or Octane meta?
Caustic or Octane meta? Ooh.
Would you rather your rats, or would you rather aggressive gameplay that forces rats?
I'd almost far rather aggressive gameplay.
Are you like from a spectator view or from a player view?
From a player view.
Okay.
Even from a spectator view, though, the aggressive gameplay is a lot more entertaining to watch as opposed to the rat meta.
Okay, so then how about a Newcastle meta versus an Octane meta?
I'm sorry, Newcastle goes who?
Newcastle meta versus Octane.
Octane. Ooh.
Because both of them can move aggressively. It's just one of them has a little bit more defense over the aggressiveness and the movement speed of Octane.
Ooh, that is a tough one. Because if you're going for pure rushdown meta,
you probably run Mad Maggie Octane, and then
then
you run Newcastle in the same.
You could, or if you really want to full send, you can do Revenant.
Revenant had that change to his abilities a while ago that I honestly think makes him a little bit worse, just because you get to see him
It
coming.
makes him worse for the role he fulfilled before.
Yeah.
But now he is
I almost feel
ultimate
like
rushdown character. We were seeing him used to great effect on our last stream.
If you wanted to drop all shields, you could just go all in and run the he's not good this season. You could run Bloodhound.
Yeah, Bloodhound has been hurt very indirectly due to just all the changes related to passives.
Oh yeah, the recon beacon feels really bad for
the recon beacon has been reworked. You have all recon legends being able to see everyone highlighted in red when they're aiming at them. It's just Bloodhound has been hurting very seriously ever since this new update.
Yeah, Bloodhound's been feeling worse and worse to play every single time we get an update like this, where it just kind of invalidates running him a little bit further. His ultimate's still really good, his scan's really good, yet it's just the recon beacon kind of fulfills the same purpose as like his ability. It's not as on demand, but with the cooldown as long as it is under normal circumstances.
Yeah. That's why you're seeing a lot during, well, at least according to Recon Legends, you used to see a lot more like Vantage and like the occasional crypto. But now, especially with Valkyrie going into the Recon role instead of a skirmisher, you're almost exclusively seeing Valkyrie for your Recon.
That's fair. She's kind of better fit for the skirmisher role, but the fact that she's put into the recon role allows them to play an extra skirmisher essentially and still gain the benefits of the recon.
In my eyes, the only reason she was still rather fit for the skirmisher role was because she had a damaging ability. But now they've reduced, if I remember correctly, they've reduced the damage on it and then increased the stun chance.
But, like, the stun was kind of, like, half the reason why people were running it in the first place.
And it still is.
Yes.
But now it's just a thing of, you can't also use it as a way to get around cover for the most part. Now it is exclusively.
Weewoot, I would like to point out, just became the kill leader. Weewoot. Weetwoot. Sorry. Fun name to say.
I can't blame you.
But
I can judge you a little. But I won't blame you.
I think Valkyrie in the meta right now isn't that great for the meta, unfortunately.
Is it great in the meta or for the meta?
For the meta. It's
for
not,
the meta.
I think Valkyrie right now is kind of in that awkward state where like people were already running it for the stun, right? So like the fact that Valkyrie just got more stun and then changed the role means that people can play Valkyrie into setups they didn't before, but they're only almost exclusively playing Valkyrie. Movement is just that important to any given meta.
Absolutely.
The reason why Octane used to lose half of his life on a single stim was because of that.
Yeah. I'm glad to see he isn't like that anymore because it made him very tough to run.
I would look at my phone, like I'd just pop open like YouTube or something, and I'd go to my like not even shorts at the time. There were no shorts at the time. There
Yeah,
was
there weren't
collections. There were collections of short memes, and I'd like click on like memes for Apex, and the first meme that pops up is like, "All right, guys, Lifeline's a little bit too oppressive in the meta. Ban Octane," or something like that.
Yeah, Octane was just... He filled the role of, screw you.
I think Octane was really oppressive. It's 100% fair. The problem is that you can't just keep nerfing him, because if you just keep nerfing him, oh my god, sorry, the screen just happened, and I just saw an aggressive Valkyrie play where they
Yes.
just took the building out straight from underneath them. It's huge.
You have to admire the audacity.
The Audacity is working really well. It's unfortunate that there's 2 shotgun people.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think there's much profit on this one.
That was actually a really good push, I must admit.
Yeah, and now we're down to 2 squads, and they're
There's
stuck
5
reviving.
people. Yep. I don't think that's going to quite matter. I don't think the other team knew what was going on. There's too much smoke. They don't know who came out on top, and I think they're a little bit afraid. They're down a person. They're down. Oh, no, it's 2
It's
rats.
our favorite Watson from the last stream.
They're rats. They're rats.
They may be rats right now. Not even right now are they rats. They're kind of just trying to rotate into an advantageous position, which is simply
He's alone.
doesn't exist on this ring.
Yes. It's over.
Yeah, there wasn't much you could really do in that situation.
Get those bonus points.
The UVU Blacks doing a absolutely massive showing as compared to last stream. We were only seeing them maybe top 10 last time, but with that match alone, I want to say that probably put them in the first place right there. As we wait for our op to update our standings.
Op is doing a great job.
It looks like our standings have not updated just yet.
Gotta get that
And
information in there, right?
In the meantime, though, we will take it to break, and then we will be back with more.
And then we can talk about the standings.
Yes.
No, we can't change.
Yay.
Feeling what we lost, but we still come back for more. Running out of time, but the hands are missing. It's an uphill climb. No more, no more. I see you hide. The stars aligned, and we had everything to heal us. No fear, no fight.
And we're back. Mines is going back to Geyser in the hopes to reclaim their throne of Geyser.
Yes. And hopefully get back to 12th because we're down to 13th. And it does look like we are back with UVU absolutely dominating the leaderboard right now, putting a 13-point difference between them and the second place team. I don't think UVU's had a single match where they weren't top 3, which is great showing from them. I have to give them credit there.
Definitely. Mines is getting ready real fast right now.
Yes, they are refusing to have another repetition of last time where they got slaughtered by Mod. Does look like they got the spot on people from Mod already, but we might just not be able to capitalize just yet.
Mines is expecting people from Mod right now.
I can't blame them. They got railed last time.
Yeah. How good is the flatline right now?
Flatline, they've nerfed the magazine by one bullet for every mag. So a purple mag now only has 29 bullets instead of 30.
It's so awkward that.
But that's the only thing they've nerfed. So the flatline is still a very dominant AR, but it is not the end all be all type situation.
It's very interesting that using your abilities gives you Evo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, double Mozambique on the sniper guy.
Yep, double Mozambique. I think we're still seeing the showings for double Mozams, if only because it's just what we know, and it doesn't seem like the nerf has affected it too much.
Did the nerf affect it at all?
It does. I think I'm seeing it a little less than we were last time. I think the nerf does affect. It's artificially affected its pick rate.
Oh, definitely.
But I don't think it has truly damaged the gun in any significant way. So if you're playing public Apex, you are still more than likely to find it armed on just about everyone.
Which means that if you manage to kill one, you get double Mozambiques.
Yeah,
like
by
everyone.
that point, you'll probably have double Mozambiques.
You can hope, you can pray.
Also, I gotta respect the 1x holo. Everyone gives me crap for running it, and I don't know why.
It's heresy.
No, it's the holographic of Apex.
No, the holographic of Apex is the one with the open top, the 1x open top.
No, that's the red dot.
Yeah, and that's amazing.
But I like my holographics.
No, this takes up way too much of your screen. That is way more inefficient.
Bruh.
Exactly. Thank you. I'd like to restate what our op just said for everyone who didn't hear that.
Bangalore comes in.
It doesn't matter how much of your screen it takes up. It matters about comfortability.
Yeah, just like how comfortable you are sitting in your own smoke with Bangalore. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
it's a great idea.
Especially not right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it out there. I'm a big fan of what the op said, but also like no. Incorrect. The Mozambiques are a great example of you don't have a choice.
I mean, there's still choices. They're
Yeah.
inferior choices, but they're choices.
Now, hear me out, right? It only really matters on a sniper rifle when you're not nose deep in your opponent's team.
You're not wrong.
Like that really applies to sniper rifles. And
ARs. You can make an argument for ARs.
I honestly think it's really weak on ARs for an argument. You're really hoping to see more of the battlefield with an assault rifle.
Well, at the same time, though.
Imagine you scan over an open field, aiming in to try and get a better
with
sight.
the ARs,
Like,
everything still has peripheral vision.
yeah.
You see a lot of people still running your 2x or your 3x on ARs,
Mm-hmm.
or at least I do. But sights on ARs are very much personal preference. You can make an argument for any sight on an AR. Just like I could make an argument for 3x on a Spitfire. You get a purple barrel.
Okay, so
on there,
I
it's very
want
stable.
everyone in the chat to understand. This guy just said he puts 3x on his Spitfires. Are you sure this guy is the guy?
Yes.
Okay.
I am
great.
him, folks.
Oh, I forgot the rampage. You could use the fuse charges now.
Yes, you can. You can use the thermite charges
Oh yes, the thermite charges.
in the rampage. You don't see it used very often, nor do you see the rampage itself used.
This is the superior one. This
Sight.
one, the sight. Look, he even put it on the R301.
Exactly.
It's superior.
No, if you're going for sights in general, the 2 times will beat out basically.
Oh, okay.
everything.
Well, yeah, that's fair. But like, 1-time scopes.
There's only 2.
Not a scope.
It's not a magazine. It's a clip.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I wasn't gonna go there. I don't know how much Twitch likes that, but
Looks like we are finally getting some shots out. Fortunately, this is not our charge rifle from last time.
does that mean he's gonna miss? I don't think that
He
is.
missed the first 2 I watched.
We hope, we pray.
Yeah, we hope, we pray.
Therefore, no.
And now we're seeing the Rampage Irons, which, call me a heretic.
No, I'm not
But are
gonna call you a
actually pretty
heretic.
good.
Those are pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
irons on most weapons are just nice. If you're playing Rainbow Six Siege, if you're running irons, that's a pretty funny joke, and I really like it.
Yeah. Okay. But G7 irons,
What about them?
they're not good.
Yeah, but they're like funny, which automatically makes them good.
Next thing I know, you're going to tell me you run iron sights on the MP5 in Siege because it makes an ulu.
What? You run the MP5?
Occasionally.
Then
In
no.
the meantime, though, let's get back to the game. Huh?
Yeah, the game. We are doing some good movement.
Yes,
we're really
we're finally
showing our
rotating.
prowess of movement. Our Valkyrie did just use ult, which means that we can't really escape using the Valk. But judging by how the game's been going, it's pretty fair to understand that we aren't.
That was a very interesting viewpoint there for a second.
Don't worry, we just got that floating no body screen for about 5 seconds that took damage.
Yep.
Ooh, hammer point rounds.
rounds. We could see some very good use of Mozams if we have someone who needs them.
I'm very curious. Isn't there a revolver?
The Wingman.
The wingman. Where'd that go?
No, it's still in the game. It
Hold
still
on.
exists.
What do you mean it's gone?
It now takes sniper ammo.
Yeah, okay, but like,
It doesn't have skull piercer.
okay, I never ran out on there either. What happened to it?
You're
I haven't
insane.
seen a single one.
Anyways, it also doesn't take extended mags anymore. So,
You guys put so much onto your weapons. Like, the wingman is just funny on its own.
I will not
Oh,
disagree. But at the same time,
up the jump beacon, they were getting shot.
we are going back in the ring. I think we are.
Well, we did lose the Newcastle. That's an
We've
unfortunate.
lost our Newcastle. This just seems like a very unfortunate situation here. There's not much we can do.
We're gonna try and pick up
Frags
the
are coming
Newcastle, but the
down.
frag is going to re-knock the Newcastle.
Yep. That's 1 down, 2
That's
down.
2 down.
And I think we're just going to see.
I think we run away from those,
Yeah, I think we're just going to see our Valk do our classic strategy of run.
unless there's no fear. Oh, we're getting ult back.
We're getting ult back. We're getting our ult accelerant done. And now we're running. Because.
No,
ring is
wait
right
a
there.
minute. Wait a minute. See you, Valkyrie. Okay, you're just going over. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute.
We're
You're
not.
looking at
We
the
are not
bodies.
going deep into. I mean, we're not going to deep end with this. We're not insane.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We need to wait until there's 14 squads left
Exactly.
to go
We
deep
need-
end.
Oh, that is.
No,
That is
oh,
unfortunate.
you maybe should have just gone deeper. That's
There's not much we can do now. It's kind
man.
of just. Yep.
like Zoink Scoob. I gotta get out of here.
Fortunately, there's not much you can do to get out of here. You're kind of just.
Stuck. I mean, at least
Yeah.
at least it's not like killing it. Like you could probably last that if you started healing at the right second.
If.
Well,
And you're forced to take
I
this
do
little
believe
choke
this is
point
the
here.
threshold for a large health pack right now.
Yes.
Yes.
If anything, it might be a little early, but I mean, that's not the end of the world. Especially with the
think-
crafter right there.
Yeah, I think it being a little bit early isn't quite what the. You know what? These are the ultimate strats. Trying to get that craft on as fast as possible.
Respawn beacons. An interesting choice, but one I don't hate.
I think it's the right choice.
It really depends on if you can get a respawn beacon.
They grabbed the support, which is
Well,
really nice.
I know, but you had to be. You still need to get them to the respawn beacon.
Ooh, that's fair. Well, it's a Valkyrie. You wait until the charge comes back for an ult, and then you dive.
Right.
Right.
If anything, then you have to get on the beacon, respawn, and then ult to get out.
Okay, you gotta help me out here. I forget the red health once you get hit.
Red health.
Isn't there a way to gain some of the red health back by dealing damage to your opponents? When you get hit and your health goes down, there's a red. Oh
No.
Horizon. Well, no rats allowed.
No, there's no way to regain your standard health
Okay.
other than, med kits. and
Yeah.
stuff.
That Horizon ult.
Because that's the same team who was shooting earlier.
they just watched the Valkyrie
Yeah, they
walk
were
in
just waiting
behind.
for him to come through the choke.
Yeah. The Horizon ult was kind of a bait moment.
The Horizon ult was more so just a, I have it, why not?
Yeah, it's
There
not
was
like
no,
it's
there was
gonna
no
change
true
anything
reason
else.
to use it there. But
Well,
it
anyway,
doesn't
we
hurt
did take
anyone.
13th place.
We're moving up in the world. And by that, I mean we're staying exactly where we are.
Yeah.
We are nothing if not consistent.
Ashi Lama, the Grim Grimmer. I'm not gonna read that name. I'm not gonna read that name
on stream.
I'm not gonna read that name.
But
I refuse.
I gotta give credit to this conduit on the Bellevue Gold here.
Almost gets sauce bomb.
I
Turning Octane.
don't
That's
hate
fair.
get sauce
This
done.
is not the first time he's been on.
Yep.
I don't mind get sauced on. I just don't know if I'm gonna announce the conduit by name on that one.
The Grim Gripper into Get Sauced On. I don't know that line. I mean, it is an Octane player, so I have to give
brain
props.
cells slowly but surely. In the meantime, we have pizza here, just trying desperately to exist.
Turvobo, Hatto, Samuel. The names.
Yes, the names of the Navy. I quite respect these names.
These
They're-
names are not things like Get Sauced On.
Yes, they're not memes, but they're also still somewhat rememberable.
Memorable?
Yes.
You tried to say rememberable, and
Yes.
it's just not working.
Yeah, no, English
Is there a bow?
never my specialty.
Is the bow in the care package now?
Yes.
Oh. I too like to play the occasional sniper from Team Fortress 2.
I swear, I keep seeing Pathfinder pop up in these matches.
It's good at
Truthfully,
rotate.
I don't understand the Pathfinder idea here.
Rat. Good
Yeah,
at
with any
rotate and
legend,
escape.
though.
Well, Pathfinder does especially well because it doesn't scream, "I'm here" to everyone in the lobby.
You're not wrong. Not wrong. It looks like this is just another battle of high ground again, which is unfortunate because there's only one source of high ground on this location.
Which means it's really just a thing.
Yes. I think.
A thing.
And in the meantime, while we're waiting for
All right, here
Circle
we
the
go.
Claws.
Back to my favorite game.
meta questions.
What is the better meta? All right, are we gonna finally touch down on Pathfinder v Octane?
Oh,
Which I think we should look at ultimates here. I think we should compare ultimates.
okay. Ultimates wise, Octane is better.
Are you
Octane's
sure?
just straight better.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm a
Because-
big fan of Octane, but I'll give you the counterpoint here. Octane's ult makes you go high, and it kind of like yells and makes a huge and loud sound that like, hey, I'm using this thing, and you
At the
should shoot
same
me.
time, though, Pathfinder gives the enemy team an exact line of how you'll be going.
Yeah.
And where you'll be going to.
But that also means that if your opponents try and shoot you, if you get to your location, you can shoot them on the zipline too.
You
And
can also do that in the air with.
and you can
Octane's jump
control, so which means you can rotate back to the same zipline.
That
Octane's doesn't quite allow you to do that because the enemy team can intercept you if you try and rotate. Pathfinders, it allows you to control your opponent's movement along with your own, and not Pathfinders or Octanes.
this is absolute chaos.
Yeah, by the way,
going on.
this is Mosh Pit 1.1.
Well, yeah. Well, Welcome to Apex, where we just shove barrels down each other's throats.
I honestly think the fact that you can move while reviving someone should just be the only part of Newcastle's ability. The fact that it gives you his revive shield and is busted.
That's the thing. What other benefits does Newcastle have that wouldn't just make him a different Gibby?
So, let's go over the whole bubble thing only protects from one side. And moves, which is way better for rotating, by the way. He's got the arm shield, I'm pretty sure.
Gibby does, yes.
Yeah, Gibby does. I think, does Newcastle also give that?
No. Though they have made Gibby arm shield kind of a hop up on the LMGs.
Okay, so that was what was going on before. And so, also, Newcastle Ultimate, kind of based. Like, no one's running Mad Maggie right now, even though it's shotgun meta. So, you just kind of sit there.
Just sentinel after sentinel. Holy cow.
Dude, yeah, no, this is just going to be a sniper battle. These are an open field in the middle.
It's a sniper battle right up until we decide, you know what? Mozambiques are better.
There is a Mastiff.
And there's our Spitfire.
I think there's like 2 people who are running Mozambiques. I think that's a dual P2020. That is a bold move, Pathfinder. Bold move.
I think the bolder move here is, who is this?
This is a very aggressive revive, by the way.
Well, you kind of have to. And with the gold shield especially, you can really get away with it.
Yeah, definitely. The relief you get from the gold shield is insane.
Ooh. Looks like they're getting absolutely rained down from above.
Honestly, I think reviving right now gives you just enough cover.
And the team's down, though, which gives perfect timing for this revive.
5 squads left and 14 people?
5 squads left in this sort of ring is going to be very hectic the moment they're pushed out of that building.
Who's a 2 squad?
Our 2 squad is our Navy over here. With UCSD.
It's unfortunate.
At the same time, it looks like they'll get a solid standing here. And they're already holding second place, so these standings are basically everything.
They are... Ooh, did we get someone back? We did. That is still an awkward position to hold, though. The circle's moving away from Navy, and that's really going to hurt them here, especially in the position that they're in with the not really that much hiding area.
Is UVU still in the game? No, they are not.
They are out. I mean, you can't afford to let them get that far ahead, right?
No, that's very fair. This looks like it's going to be a very tight contention.
UCSD. Is USCSD still here? They are.
UCSD and EAO. EAO was a high contender from last stream, and it looks like they're continuing that with this stream, tied for second place, actually.
This is definitely a very interesting Pathfinder here. Running the Mozambiques with no contest, by the way. And look at this G7 scout sight. It's so clean with the
I love the skin. I don't like the gun, but that's just personal preference. I can see the use case for it.
It dominated the meta for 1 week as I started playing the game, and that was it. It was also red,
and
so...
Now we're seeing once again why you just permanently run the Mozams.
Yep. Mozams are really nice. Holy crap, that is a very aggressive Mozams.
And it looks like that pellet change does seem to be doing a big difference in those close-range hectic fights.
Yes, definitely. Oh my god. I actually really like the healing animation with the thumbs. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up indeed.
I like the knockdown
teammate
shield.
as cover, not a single shot seeming to land.
It's a very
Today on Risky Reses.
3 squads. There was a squad wiped.
Yeah, we got 1 squad wiped.
We got 2 squads down. It's 2 squads left.
And it looks like there's going to be a severe disadvantage here. Well, it looks like that doesn't matter here.
Dude, it's just a game of arenas again. It's just a game of arenas again. Come on. Come on. Oh my god! That was crazy!
UCSD pulling it back from the brink of death. Holy cow.
Jesus
That's what we like to see.
Dude, it was just a game of arenas at the end. Rest in peace, arenas.
I heard they're trying to bring that back as a limited time mode.
Sounds like someone's hoping too hard. Somebody's coping too hard.
Why must you hurt me in this way?
Oh, you were the... Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Anyways, let's keep this moving before I break down on camera.
Yeah, arenas, rest in peace.
Let's see if we can get our standings updated here.
Maybe they take a second to upload those. Ooh,
nope,
EAOS.
Yeah, EA absolutely bounding up the board. And it looks like we are not doing the same. We are down to 14th from 13th.
Hey, we
That
talked
is
about this.
unfortunate.
We weren't going to mention it.
We are reporting on our own team. We have to mention it.
Yeah, but like, we keep going to the last match and then we mention it. Yeah, because that's bad news, and we want to keep people to.
I'm sorry, but there's not much we can do.
Anyway,
about that.
let's talk about meta weapons.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. So over the course of this game, we've seen a lot of G7 scouts, Mastiff, and EV8s.
EVA
Auto.
EVA 8 autos.
Yep.
Yes. So G7, it's an all rounder. It's something that's never been truly like thrust into the spotlight type meta, but at the same time, you can't go wrong with it. It's the same thing as the R3. It's a good DMR. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, Mastiff's in a similar situation. It hits like a freight train, but if you're not within tip touching range, you get some questions.
I'm not the only person.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I'm not going to yell at you about that.
Thank you. But anyways, yeah, Mastiff, it's always been solid within point blank range. Not much past that. Seems like we're seeing a little bit less of the Mozams, which is nice.
Yeah, I think the people running Mozams kind of switched into the EV8s and the Mastiffs. And I think right where the Mastiff is right now is really nice. They red boxed Mastiff back when I was playing the game. It was such a sad day.
The EV8 is still in a very solid position. It's a similar story as the Mozams, where it's very consistent at where it needs to be. It's just a difference of it's spread out over more pellets, which makes it inherently weaker, which is unfortunate because it's a great gun.
Yeah, it's about just as effective as it was before if you're within Mastiff range.
Yes.
So it might just be better to run the Mastiff to hit those bigger meat shots.
It really depends on what you're able to do.
We did get to see the Mastiff clean up on the end there when it probably shouldn't have been able to get away with that.
Yeah, the Mastiff, both have their advantages and disadvantages. The EV8, very good for consistent damage. I'm not reading that on stream. I say we go to break on that before we break down and just sob laughing.
Hold on.
We see the world in a cold light. It isn't much, but it's all we needed. It's all we needed. With everything in its right place. Don't push away, 'cause it's all we needed. To control the
All right, we are starting off
Holy
strong with
crap.
a completely different landing zone, that being tree. And we're landing right on top of people, too. So this simply becomes a question of: are we going to have interesting commentary for the rest of the stream,
Yo, my
or are we
favorite
going to be
weapon.
watching another team for the rest of it? That is the question.
There was an alternator on pickup on the landing there, which is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. I love me assault alternator. It's not.
Did we
meta.
just establish dominance over this one specific house in particular?
Yes, we did.
I think we're going for high tier loot right now.
The problem is with tree, it's almost more important to get dominance on the tree than it is in the house.
Which is exactly why I'm a tad bit confused.
Very curious to see where this fight ends up happening.
Peacekeeper RE45.
You take whatever weapons you can get off drop. That's the thing.
Yeah. Can you dual wield RE45s?
No, you cannot. It is only Mozams and P2020s.
That's it. EA. The one weapon I wanted to dual wield.
I would too. But then we'd have another R99 on our hands.
What do you mean R99? You'd have another Mozambique problem.
Yes, because they both accept hammer points.
Yes.
Looks like we're finally getting some fighting
Aggressive
in.
play.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like we're
Lot
very
of
well
smoke.
equipped to be fighting at range here.
A lot of smoke.
We do see a lot of smoke here.
I think that's kind of nice for us. Got a sniper
It
on the
does.
rooftop.
Gives us-
Ho, ho, ho.
Gives us a second to reposition, try and figure out what to do here.
Reposition. How about hold down this house a little bit better? Yup. Here we go.
You can reposition on the house still.
Very interested in seeing this continue.
Hmm.
No.
And right now, we're just playing
Playing the safe
chip
here.
at health, trying to play a game of attrition.
Oh.
I'm
The first
surprised we
loot
were
bot-
focusing on
loot
the
fly.
loot bot as opposed to the people in front of us.
I think the people in front of us were seen turned
the
away.
people in front of us are now on us.
Yeah, but we don't know that. Okay, we know that
yeah,
now.
you-
They're
yeah,
right
you
above
can
us.
hear
Yeah.
them.
Okay. No, you couldn't even hear. Not even that you could hear them. They literally were standing on the glass roof.
Mm-hmm.
Sniper on the rooftop. Ho 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 ho.
I very much hope this is not a game of Conduit is oblivious. No, it's not. They know we're there.
Yeah, they know they're there. There's a reason why they're sitting there.
And now it's just a game of peekaboo. Who wants to peek first?
Not us.
I don't think anyone wants to peek first, and
Is
that's
there a guy outside of
unfortunate.
bottom doors? I think
I
they're gonna
believe
try and
there
bust
is.
bottom doors.
There's no solid option as to what to push here. Because you either try and push one end and push inside, which has its own set of issues.
You gotta push through the building, or
you
gotta
push
into the house.
outside, which also is not very lucky because then you have fire from the roof, which
They're waiting
can't-
for the catalyst ability. The second one.
Mhm. Now we kind of just play the waiting game until Ring forces someone to decide.
Ooh. Catalyst
Seeing
throws it
some
in.
action, unfortunately. I don't
Catalyst
think it's-
does have their thing right off cooldown.
Yes.
Catalyst just throws it
Again.
in again. What the heck is happening here?
It's just how many rounds can you dump? Because let's be honest, off drop, no one has enough ammo to take multiple fights.
This is definitely a dangerous one, especially with a Havoc on the door, which I'm very curious about.
Absolutely. It's both great and awful because that delayed response and trigger
Oh, there was an L-Star. I think
makes it
we
very
got
hard.
interesting hold. I think they just took the upstairs,
I believe they have.
which means that they have the more dominant position. We are moving back
And
into
it
the
seems
far
like we
end.
might be just playing retake on that position.
I think we're just running
away.
away right now.
I mean, you can get away with both at the moment. It looks like they
Yup.
will just simply be getting away, yeah.
We stole a lot of their loot there, and I think that's a really important part of that.
We stalled as
Oh.
long as they could, and we managed to...
They're just taking the croc shots at the people in the sky right now.
Doesn't seem like we got a lot of damage for Evos, which is simply unfortunate.
Oh, we're just jumping to another jump beacon. Do it again.
Jump again.
Why not?
Exactly, no reason not to. Get you to your next looting spot a lot faster, which is what we need because we are very scarcely armed at the moment.
Where are we moving into?
Here's where you might run into teams like EAO,
Can't tell
schools
where
of
we're
that nature, but it seems like EAO is already cleared out for now, leaving time for the rest of us to loot. Fortunately, I think it's going to be scarce pickings out here.
at. Yup. EAO being able to get the free pickings and all the loot here is a little bit
Absolutely.
gross. Is that gunfire?
No. I don't believe the team is near to us unless it's on our tail end.
They're probably going for kills. They're trying to keep that kill
Absolutely.
lead. They've got to play aggressive.
Yeah, looks like we
Oh.
have contact front. That's what we have. Maybe you did hear footsteps. Maybe I'm just crazy.
I think we didn't hear just footsteps. There was gunfire.
Yes. They're trying to get shots out. Unfortunately, no one's very well armed for this encounter.
We do have the Peacekeeper, the ranged Peacekeeper.
The ranged Peacekeeper is an option. So not
Newcastle here showing its value.
Swing and a
having to
miss with
force
the
back.
Peacekeeper, showing that thing's
Down
greatest
team,
weakness.
and they lock someone in. That was
Got a
pretty
shield
good.
broke.
Shield crack.
Unfortunately, we are out of ammo. with the
We
L-Star.
dropped 2 people.
Double down, and we're out.
Unfortunate.
17 squad. Can't say it's our best showing.
Is that 6?
Hey, but there's
There's
your,
the first wingman.
There's your wingman.
First wingman of the day.
Yeah.
It's got to be on the winning team, right? Nope.
No,
Never
I'm fairly
mind.
certain that's one of our
More scavengers.
lower teams.
Bro just
there.
got eaten alive by scavs.
Looks like this is just gonna be a wrap for mines, which is sad. Not our best showing on 2 games in a row now.
We did just not have that great sauce.
Well, I guess for now, would you like to do more of your meta questions?
We've gone through all the ones that I've seen
That you can
here.
think of?
So, well, I mean, there's very obviously a lot of more of them, but they're pretty much the same as the ones we've already gone over.
Fair enough.
I only had to touch all of the sniper rifles in 1 sniper rifle. So that goes to show you how that all happens.
Fair.
We touched 2 shotguns.
We touched 2,
We touched the Mozambique and we touched the...
and we did touch. Yes.
Yeah, we did the Mozambique and the... why am I brain farting so hard?
The Mastiff.
Mastiff, yeah. Mastiff and Mozambiques. EVA 8, we already know what EVA 8 looks like if it's meta. We already know pretty much
Yeah.
the rest of them. I mean, Alternator was meta, but that's like... We all know what the Alternator looks like when it's meta.
Yeah, and unfortunately, no more disruptor rounds. Which means the alternator.
I don't know if that's unfortunate for some people. I think the disruptor rounds were a little bit much.
I think they've been toned down since then.
It's a good weapon on its own. I don't know that a special round type is needed necessarily for every gun.
No, absolutely not. But it is needed for some of those guns that.
Oh, is that a legendary flatline?
It is.
Sorry to interrupt. It's just
With the 3 times
kind
on
of
it.
That's it was good, and then it looks like someone ruined it. This is absolutely the rat gameplay.
Yes. But I mean, that's what you run into, especially.
Oh my
This
god.
seems to be a very interesting ring, though.
Guys, I think I found Neo from the Matrix. Is that a Horizon ult? Okay.
Watson trying desperately to get our ult working here.
Hasn't had a good chance to drop it, especially with the Bangalore ult.
Yeah.
The Bangalore ult is very hard to play into or against.
Yes.
How did that even get through the door? True Watson moment.
And now we have another game of desperately
Ooh.
hold this building until you die.
I don't think this building's going to live too long. The
No,
shield
it-
regenerator is right in front of that window there. That means we have to return fire.
The problem is there's really no choice.
Yup. The Watson did not have the best chance to set up that Evo or regen. They do all have purple health, and it looks like they generally have a lot of ammo right now, which is good holdings.
Mm-hmm.
But I think right now that this team is getting quenched just like mines did in round
Yeah.
one.
EAO is in a very tough spot.
EAO, I think, is going to be basically what everyone's trying to get rid of right now.
Yes.
EAO is the one that's
EAO
going to
and-
be UAV or UVU, and EAO. You're going to be...
That's going to be your main contenders for your winning spot.
There's
today.
definitely a chance that the next 2 get it. It's just that they have to get
They'd have to
like
perform
11
very
score
well. Yes.
to get in second, and like 20 some score.
Yes. So it's going to be, from what I'm looking at, it's going to be a fight for third and a fight for thirst.
I
And
mean, we might see some lower ranking fightings.
We
and
might.
if
like, I think we're fighting for
if
13th place, but I don't think we're getting very far with the 17th squad.
it's
placement.
also not like necessarily unbelievable to see Bellevue Gold go past ACU Esports.
Exactly.
I mean, it might be a little bit far to get USU Blue, but if you're already passing ACU, you might just pass them.
Yeah.
They also get points this round. That's the problem.
Because like VVU's been put in a very bad position here.
Yes, that Bangalore also can just hit different sometimes, and
Quite
for
literally hit
different. Yes, I mean absolutely demolish your team.
Yes. And
Ooh,
looks
that was
like
a
we
very
might see
aggressive
UVU go
play.
down here.
Yo. Uh-oh. Bangalore on the retreat here.
The smart play, honestly.
Unfortunately, it's not going to be quite fast enough.
Indeed. That might be what puts UVU out of running for first right there. Because EAO is still in play.
How many points they gained? They outlasted 5 teams?
5.
So that's 5 points there.
I don't believe that is
what does
exactly
kills
how
look
rankings
like?
work in that regard, but I also am not.
Well, I
familiar
mean, we
with the
can take
ranking
our
system.
best guess. It looks like they got 9 points, so yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if they did,
I don't.
like if
I
it
think
ranks
it's a
like
little
that,
less
it's
than 9,
9.
but yeah, I don't think they made enough to contend with the AO for
4
first.
on kills, outlasted 5 teams. Yup, I don't think. I think they're out from EAO.
Yeah.
What is that? UCSD? USCSD is still here? Yeah, so
UCSD is still in play.
the Hail Mary might just happen. How many kills do they got? I am
That is the
curious.
question. You're looking for
Just
gold.
number 1. They've got 4. 9
Yeah,
points.
They got 4.
Or,
It looks like
10 points.
UCSD is competing with itself for third between gold and navy. Now it just becomes a question of who can claim bragging rights at UCSD.
I mean, in the Hail Mary moment, UCSD isn't completely locked out. They just have to take full advantage of all of the teams. Like, if they want to continue, they're going to have to be, like, really aggressive here.
Absolutely.
If they want to try and take that first. It's not unbelievable, but it is definitely out there.
Unlikely, yes.
Oh, Gibby on the outcast. Gibby gets a shield up just in time, though.
Gibby?
Yeah.
That's Newcastle.
Is that a Newcastle?
That was a Newcastle.
I thought that was a very chonky Newcastle then.
No, that was a Newcastle.
It was, and I missaw that. And I would say misspoke, but I actually believed what I said. So it wasn't that. I misseen. Okay, Catalyst holding. I don't know about the Catalyst holding the stairs here. I think you already retreated a little bit far. They're just gonna keep bullying you.
Well, that's the thing. If you catalyst the stairs, then that forces them to push the zip, which puts them in a rather poor position to hold.
Well, the Catalyst didn't even cover the entire stairs, though.
No, she didn't. But on the same time, it looks like it got them to back up easy enough. Unfortunately, they're running right
pincered.
into more trouble.
Yep. Have we seen Vault opened one time?
I don't think vaults are. The vaults are not an option.
Oh,
in
really?
these. No.
Okay.
B2020 is showing that they can still be very effective up close.
Maybe that's why they run the black market. Run for black market. Yeah, that was a really nice play, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think that's why you run black market, because no one can get into the vault.
Yes.
You can just go ahead and take it all. And you can shut down your own black market to get the percentage back.
Well, no, the vaults literally aren't. There's no loot in
There's
the
no
vaults.
loot in the vaults? Like,
No,
not
there's
even
no
just, like,
door.
front
There's
wall?
nothing in it. It's
Oh.
just open space.
That's unfortunate. That
Yeah,
was a
another
cleanup,
team
unfortunately.
gone.
With the new kill leader going to Weenus.
UCSD
Going
Esport-
to
Ooh,
Bussy
that's going to
Weenus.
gold. That we
Bussy
might
Weenus.
we might see UCSD get a chance to pop the second here.
Bussy Weenus is going for more kills.
I will never stop cringing every time I hear that name.
Hey, you know what? It's just like wet dog fart, you know. Some people just won't say it.
I'm losing brain cells slowly but surely.
Well, Bussy Weenus is at like red shield right now. Stay with me now. We are still casting. Okay, we do get a
Alright.
switch to the Grim Gripper. Get downed. Get Sauced On is in trouble right now. Stunned from another Valkyrie.
Get Sauced On is trying to sauce on.
No. Ooh, right around that catalyst barrier. Thermite. It looks like we're seeing a lot of cover used here.
Yeah, it's cover of our teammates' bodies.
I love throwing myself behind my downed teammates in the hopes that they probably won't die.
I mean, hey, 750 health of cover is pretty. It's still covered.
This rock is not just enough for Get Sauced On and Hashilamba to get the Grim Gripper back.
Trying to get that door open, unfortunately, not able to do so.
Wonder. It looks like Get Sauced On is a little bit behind in the shields department compared to some of the other teams that are around.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, so is Llama when you really look at it.
Mm-hmm. Llama's in even more of a bigger
Exactly.
Sauced On
Llama's
situation.
lucky. Llama gets the
Look at
advantage
this
of
dance.
the new controller legend of extra 25 health. Or not health. 125 shields whenever you're within ring.
Yeah. This is a very nice moment where we realize that
Beautiful
USD
wraparound
yeah,
from that Bangalore there.
UCSD is doing a really good job here. Fortunately, they did get the down on the Valkyrie, and Hashilama is going to try.
Ooh, we love to see a very solid play for.
That is a very interesting.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like either of the teams are willing to really capitalize on it.
Is there no self-res anymore on legendary shields? No way.
And that is Navy gone.
That's unfortunate.
It is.
Who's all left?
We have Bellevue Gold still within.
Bellevue Gold and
Very good question. Who else do we have left? We have, I see Pobix over there.
looks like this one's just a cleanup match, so they're no longer here.
Yep. I'm seeing a very
So EAO
is more than likely
gonna
not
take
leaving
this
top.
here. Yeah. EAO gets all the points that everyone else does for living, but also gonna get a lot of those kill points. Bussy Weenus is doing really good on those kill points though.
Yeah, UCSD making a very solid play for second place here.
You know what? Habaneros doing good job.
Habaneros being the scout, trying to keep flank.
Yup. The flank is going to be getting real aggressive here. There's going to be a full Valkyrie.
This is about as.
I think the whole
very
team
bad,
just got
very
hit there,
fast.
including the kill leader, Bussy Weenus.
You can really see the R3 getting this use out. Unfortunately, it looks like UCSD is getting collapsed on here.
Unfortunately.
Trying to run. Unfortunately, there's not much you can truly do.
Ooh.
Get the ult out as a last dying wish.
Unfortunate. Did not get that charge.
And we're down to 2, and it
Two
looks like
teams.
that's going to be it for Llama here.
EAOSU.
Very poorly defendable position. That's one down, and we're going to
One
see our
down.
Bangalore go down here pretty soon, too.
Remember, don't vote for these people. They were rats.
And there you go. EAO putting a win under their belt for their last match.
That was a pretty dominating game.
Yeah, there's not much to say there. EAO absolutely bringing home the win again.
I wonder what the kills were that game.
Well, we will see the standings here in just a moment. We seem to be updating a lot faster than last time, which was working out great for us. Scores have not updated immediately. I believe they'll update once we are out of game.
No. Damn it.
Jesus, as we try to get our points finally out here.
Yo.
As we spam the refresh button faster than you would spam a cookie and cookie clicker.
Running around at those
I think he broke it.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's broken it. Oh, and it's back.
We are still waiting on scores to update.
So, last game was pretty interesting. I think EAOSU really shows why the team comp with Valkyrie will just dominate.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure there were few to none teams that were running no Valkyrie.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Oh,
University of New Haven. Running
okay,
a Watson, or no Watson, a Globa and
let's
a
see
Wraith.
here. Valkyries. No Valkyrie on 7th place.
Yep.
No
Or
Valkyrie
8th.
8th.
Or 9th.
Or 9th. 9th was running Fuse and
All right. And I think our standings
Holy
have
crap.
finally updated. EAO absolutely dominating in the first place with 58 kills and 104 points. SD Mines once again pulling up
Ladies and
15th
gentlemen.
place. We are very consistent. We will say that.
I don't know how to say this, but this is the most consistent I think this could have possibly been.
Which hurts me a little, in all honesty.
I really hope to see us higher, but
So do
I think we'll do better next week.
But we are seeing a solid trend here. EAO absolutely just dominating everywhere they go. They were highly ranked within the last stream, and they are doing even better this one. So
They almost dwarfed the second place kills.
absolutely. So, yeah, EAO managed to win the last one as well. So it is just a double, just topping
It was
off.
definitely closer last game between top 3 places, where this one
Absolutely.
was a
This one was a
domination.
landslide by the end of it. Yeah.
This was a stomping.
And with that, I say we get our sponsors done and wrap up.
Yeah.
here.
So this is
So thank you to our sponsors over at Blue Peak, Live Hospitality, and Omnitech. Blue Peak has been great. It's our oldest sponsor to date. So thank you guys for being here from the start. And thank you to Live Hospitality for being some of the highest supporters we've had yet. We couldn't do this without you guys, and it's great to have you with us.
And always remember that those who also participate in giving to the channel are also considered our sponsors. And you guys are fantastic. Thank you for coming out here and watching. And it really is you guys who make what we do. And your contributions to the streams are always appreciated.
Right?
I think we
I
touched
think
down.
that'll
I think there will be socials in the chat here.
Yes, there will be socials in
Shortly.
the chat, I believe. And we will have our socials within the ending block of our stream as well.
Yeah.
And with that,
We really did cover about everything during
Yeah.
match time.
all right.
little
With that, you
rock.
folks have a good night, and we will see you at the next stream.
I'm Bonked.
And I'm Sniffy. Have a good night.
Catch you later.